What's up, guys?
It's Flame.
It's Spark.
She sparked up my flame.
We know it's a shot.
Ow!
It's good, baby.
Girl, yes.
What's your favorite drink?
Right. Welcome back to another video. So we did a poll on Instagram and told y'all to vote whether y'all wanted to hear the story about how Spark got arrested or whether y'all wanted to talk about our age gap. And a lot of people said do both, and a lot of people said do the age gap, but it was kind of really 50-50. So we decided to go ahead and do our mukbangs, Chinese food mukbang with the age gap, okay?
Yes.
We had a few of y'all ask some questions, but we just really gonna talk and we gonna eat, okay? If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and give this video a what, baby?
Give it a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the Heat Squad.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well and leave us a comment below.
Hey.
Go ahead and jump into it because I'm hungry.
Yes, today we got some Chinese food from one of our favorite spots around the corner. So I have some shrimp fried rice.
And I got some sesame chicken.
She has sesame chicken.
What kind of rice is this?
It's white rice.
White rice.
Yeah.
And then we got
we have some egg rolls, and we also have some chicken.
I'm gonna put mine on a plate.
And we have Bae's favorite drink, which is the Smirnoff screwdriver. Is it called?
Yeah.
So yes, we're about to get it in.
Yeah, I put too much rice on my plate. Oh shoot.
Too much rice.
Yeah, it's okay. I got it.
Oh, it's good.
All right, there we go.
All right, so we are about to get started. We'll eat a little bit and then we'll start talking.
We're gonna get your food. Let's go. If y'all want people to talk with their mouth full, I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna be talking.
Right.
And let's try to get this video to at least 1K views and at least 100 likes, y'all. We're trying to be consistent now. We know we had went MIA for a while.
Yeah, because of our schedules.
Yep.
And we've been traveling
Y'all been holding it down.
back and forth to our hometown, so we haven't really had time.
Also, if y'all want to know a bit more about us, we do have the question and answer, the get to know us, and the girlfriend tab. So check out those videos so I can just get to know a little bit more about us.
This place has the best fried rice.
Oh my God.
Their sesame chicken is good.
It's busting. And y'all, I'm not really a Chinese food eater. So I always think about the crazy stuff that I've heard, but they're good.
Yeah, we both like Japanese food a little bit more, but I love shrimp fried rice, so this is definitely our go-to.
All right, so I'll just start by saying I'm 24.
And I'm 37.
I'm a Capricorn.
And I'm a Sag.
And so there's 13 years between us. Oh my God.
It's so good.
That's so good. There's 13 years between us. We have people that ask often, like, what do your family think about you dating somebody younger or somebody older? My family, like, they didn't really feel me any type of way. They didn't really care.
And my family didn't either. Like when Bae first came over to the house, my mom was like, "Oh, she looks young, does she?"
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was gonna try the chicken.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, family hasn't had any issues. I didn't get anything to put our moms.
Let me play with that plate.
Okay.
Or throw them in that box over there.
Okay.
And like for me, like when we first started dating, when I first saw her, like I feel like age ain't nothing but a number. And I'm very mature for my age, so I didn't even think about how old she was. That wasn't my first question asking you. I didn't ask you how old you were. I think she was the one that asked me. Didn't you ask me?
Yeah, I asked her when we exchanged numbers. And after we talked, there was like a few text messages. It wasn't one of the first things I asked, but I knew she was young.
Yeah.
And I actually...
I'm over a little bit. I can see. There you go.
Okay. I knew she was young, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually was going to like kind of pass her up just because, you know, I knew she was like in her early 20s, and I'm like, maybe she doesn't want to really settle down, because, you know what I'm saying, like most people that are your age, they're not looking to settle down.
Not looking to settle down, they're trying to party.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, like, when I found out her age, like, it didn't push me away from her or make me say, no, I don't want to be with her. It made me scared because I fell for this girl early. You know what I'm saying? I fell for her, like, early on. So when I found out her age, like, the first thing in my mind was like, oh my God, what if she passes before me? Or like, oh my God, she's already experienced so much in life. What can I bring to her? You know what I'm saying? So I was just afraid that I wasn't going to be enough. And we had somebody to ask us, why is it that when an older woman, this question would be for you, they said it was for Spark. Why is it that when an older woman meets a younger woman who has her SHIT together, why is it that you try to push her away and be like, you too grown for your age?
I've never actually came at you like that. So
no, you never had come at me like that.
Yeah, but I can't speak on them, like why they would even, why wouldn't they want somebody that has their shit together though?
But I guess what the person was saying is like, in their mind, they're like, you're young, I want you to have your shit together, but when I come and I have my shit together, it's like, girl, you're doing too much.
No, I'd rather have somebody have their shit together. Or, I'm not even gonna say fully have their shit together, because we're all a work in progress. It wasn't like, hell, I fully had my shit together. You know what I'm saying? There were things that I wanted to grow and work on. So I look at it as if you're progressing, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to, you know what I'm saying, get in a better situation or a better place, then I'm good with that. But we kicked it off. Bay is not the average 24-year-old though.
Okay.
She's not the average 24-year-old.
But it's like, the pros and cons to dating somebody older. And then you do the pros and cons to dating somebody younger. The pros, they can give you a heads up. Or they give you something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? I'm 24 years old. Now I can look forward and be like, dang, at 37, I'm gonna be this chick. I'll be doing X, Y, and Z. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it also gives you a sense of security. Because like with somebody that's older than you don't have to worry about, like, I can't say for all people, but with somebody that's older, you don't have to worry about the petty arguments. Because they've been there, done that. And by the time they get to you, they've been in and out of relationships, so they're ready to really settle down. So that's a pro for me of meeting somebody that was older than me, because she had already, you know, done her thing with her previous relationships, and she was ready to settle down and really, really love me when I met her. Right. Now the cons is, for me, I often feel like I have to cut my childishness out a little bit more, because I'm a goofball. Like, I really am a goofball. So sometimes I feel myself like getting super serious because I'm like, I don't want to be childish. I don't want her to think that I'm a kid all the time. So, and also my fear of like something happening to her before me because she's older. And I'm also like, in my head, I'm like, dang, I missed out on 13 years of your life. Like, why couldn't I be born earlier so that I can spend those 13 years with you?
And I think about that too. I'm like, do you think that we would have had the same connection if we were the same age?
I feel like when your soul meets the person it's supposed to meet, like if we were supposed to be together, it wouldn't matter when I came and when you came.
That's true. That's true.
But like with sex, I feel like it's better. Because somebody my age, 24, okay, a lot of people start early, 13, 16, 15. But really at 24 years old, you're still kind of finding yourself. Yeah, you are. So I wouldn't want to go and be with somebody else who's 24 years old who I have to teach how to please me. You already know how to please me because you've been there, done that. Right. But the con to that is I sometimes worry like, dang, what the fuck can I do for Bae? She been there, done that. Or like, am I enough? But like I said before, like I worry, am I enough? Because you've been there, done that.
But see, I think my worry is like, do I act too old like, I know I'm a young 37. And she's a goofball, I'm a goofball. So that's why, like, it really, yeah, we get along. So, but I often worry, like, maybe Bae is going to get somebody that's, you know, a little young tenderoni like herself. Ain't that good? But I don't, well, you know what? I can't even say that I really, like, it doesn't really cross my mind as much now. But I think when we first started dating, I used to worry about that.
Like, he wanting to be getting tired of you. But honestly, though, man, like, we were talking to one of our friends earlier. I'm kind of like the old soul. I'm the homebody. When we go out, like, I know a lot of people look and be like, oh, well, Flame is the life of the party, or Flame is the one that always go out.
Bae is really more of the one that would rather stay at home. And it's me that, because I don't like to sit still, so it's more of me. Like, Bae, let's go out.
Yeah.
And have some fun.
Like, I'm a homebody. I'll stay at home and find something fun to do at home. Now, when I go out, I am the life of the party when I go out. I'm a lot of fun when I go out.
Most definitely.
But that's not my first option. I can stay at home and watch TV, sip, and play games, you know?
Right.
I don't have to be in the club. But we balance each other out. We hear all the time, I don't know who's mother and daughter.
Yeah, now I will say, one of the cons to dating somebody older, younger. Yeah, or younger. When we first started dating, a lot of people used to stop us. It was like, oh, that's your daughter.
But I was also like 35, 40 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
So I was like really skinny. Imagine me like 30 pounds lighter than what I am now.
Yeah.
Like a stick figure, looking sick and deadly with a puff on top of my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really look like a 12-year-old. Now that I really gained a little weight. I mean, I still look young, but I gained a little weight and I feel look a little fuller in the face. We don't get it as much anymore.
We don't. And even on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I mean, we got it a lot. Like, some of our videos, we would look at the comments and they're like, oh, I thought that was mother and daughter.
But we never let it bother us because going into a relationship with such a big age gap, you expect that.
Right. You're going to get that.
It's all in the mindset. It's two different generations that's coming together, but most of the time you'll find that you have more similarities than differences.
I think the biggest pro for me is that, you know, when you get a little bit older, you kind of get set in your ways. And I can say that Bae has she has gotten me out of my comfort zone.
Bae, I was just looking at you.
What?
You was looking 2 different ways.
Oh, really?
It was a deep thought.
But Bae has really got me out of my comfort zone. I mean, things that I wouldn't say, well, people always say, like, you're not shy, but I am shy to a certain extent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like she has really brought me out of my shell. Yeah.
And it's like, in the past, like, they used to even say that people don't know how to take you. Because people expect her to be hardcore, like a stud and all that shit. No. Like, she's a pretty bitch. She might dress like a little thugger every now and again, but honey, Bae like makeup. Bae like to get her face good, like to smell good.
Right.
But I don't know really what else to say about the age gap. There's not much to it. It's just
I mean, it works for us.
How do you approach somebody? Let me say that. I did have that question. How do you approach somebody that's like has years between y'all? So me, if you don't know, that's fine. Just go as if they were your age.
Right.
But I feel like if you do know the age gap and you're worried about whether or not they're going to push you away, just be open with them about it. Like, hey, I'm really into you, but I understand we have the significant age gap. How do you feel about that? That way you can have everything laid out before, so that way you're not going into it expecting to get a certain response and then you get disappointed and your feelings get hurt. Like, but I was determined, like, I didn't care. Like, I knew I was 22 when we started, 21 or 22?
Yeah, you were 22 and I was 35. I was 35.
So, 22 and 35, like, listen, I was like, baby, let me prove something to you. So we first started talking, like, I gave her some of my goofiness, but I tried to give her more of the serious side because I knew she was older. So I was like, here's my conversation. Here's what I had to bring to the table. Here is my mindset. Take it or leave it. I'm honestly sure you're going to take it because you pretty much, I'm not going to say you're manipulating it, but you're pretty much putting the ball in your court for you to play how you want it to go. If you got somebody who's 13 years older than you, don't go with them acting like no kid and crying because you can't see them every day or, you know, all that little childish stuff.
Right.
You have to pretty much come up to their level. Not saying that you can't be funny, can't be goofy and silly and all that, because I really am a goofball. Y'all already know this, but.
And it was crazy because I tell her all the time, when we linked up and we went on our first date, Bae has a very intelligent conversation. So it was like, she kept me on my toes because I wasn't used to even people my age that was like, give me the conversation that you were. And she was like, look, what are your goals? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I mean,
I knew what I wanted. Like, I had already wasted years and played games, and I'm not about to continue to play games with you.
Yeah.
Now, if you're just trying to fuck just to see, I mean, if you're just trying to hit the skins and see what it's like to hit the skins of someone older, let them know that ahead of time, too. Or vice versa. If you just want a young tenderoni and you just trying to hit the skin, what the hell is this in my chicken?
Oh, that's the skin.
What the hell? It look like a roach done crawled up in them.
Really? A roach.
Oh, what the fuck? I had to go.
But dang, I forgot what you were saying.
I was saying, like, if you just want to F, you want to F. Let them know.
Oh yeah. But it wasn't like that. It was a whole nother connection.
Now I was more of the aggressor. Like when you first start talking, it was like, hey, what's up, cutie? How you doing? Let's get together. Let's hang out. We hanging out? But at first when we were supposed to hang out, like I kept giving her the runaround.
She gave me the runaround.
But that's because I felt so insecure. Now I will say I felt so insecure because I had just recently gone through a situation to where I didn't have a car. I couldn't get around. Like it was just a lot of stuff going on. So her being 13 years older than me or much older than me, I don't think I knew the gap at the time. Maybe I knew the gap at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so her being significantly older than me, let me just say that I was worried, excuse me, that she was going to judge me and not want to hang out with me anymore because I'm 22 years old. I don't have a car. You got to come pick me up from work. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that was my biggest thing, is feeling like I didn't meet her standards.
And I didn't care about that.
Yeah, I know. I know you didn't, but in the head of my head, I was so worried about that. But it's been nothing but blissful. Like, some days I don't even remember that she's older than me.
And vice versa. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Nah, I couldn't see myself with anybody else. Anybody my age, anyway. Like, it would just be, I would feel like I'm raising a baby again. Because I'm like, honey, I got my shit together in my mind.
Yeah, Bae has an old soul.
Yeah, I ain't got time to be over here rooty pooting and tooting with y'all, changing diapers and shit.
You are, man.
Yeah, if y'all have any questions, go ahead and leave them. Leave them below. Also, inbox us on Instagram, flame_spark17, and we'll answer them for y'all.
I want to say it works for us.
It really does. Sometimes I will sit and I get sad. Like, I'll just get teary-eyed because I think about, like, dang, I missed 13 years of my baby's life. Why couldn't come 13 years earlier? And I can't really it breaks my heart. I think about me missing that time with you.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, we can.
It came at the perfect time, though. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Like, you know, I've matured a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just with past relationships and stuff. Like, when you've been through things, it matures you. So, like, I'm grateful that we met at this time.
Right. It was, honestly, it was the fine destination because we met. It was like an immediate connection. And it lets you know that love doesn't have an age on it.
It doesn't.
No matter what age you are. Like, if you're 16 years old and you feel like you found your soulmate at 16 years old, that can very well, it can happen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it happens all the time. You see people have been together since high school.
But don't let anybody take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody will get with you and see you got your shit together and want to be with you just because you have your shit together. They don't really love you.
Right.
But they know how to get to you because, like, let's say for instance, if you're a young girl, like 24 years old, and you date somebody that's 37, going on 38, and they don't have that shit together, but you got your shit together, they know how to mooch off of you. And vice versa. If you're older and you meet somebody younger, looking for a sugar mama.
Yeah.
Trying to mooch off you and see what you can get to them. I mean, baby, you my sugar mama. Okay. But, you know, it's like, let's be careful. Love who you love. Go in it with an open mind, but also don't get blindsided.
Right. Going back to the question earlier, I don't know if there's really any, I can't say that there's really any cons to dating somebody younger.
Other than being called my mama.
Yeah.
Come here, mommy.
Go ahead.
Mama. Mommy. Mama.
Okay. Yeah, besides, yeah, people calling me your mom. And then also, like, since I went through different things, like, I don't want to come across to Bae like I'm preaching to her. And sometimes it may come across that way. But it's just, you know, because we all have to, you know what I'm saying, make our own mistakes and learn from them. So I don't want to come across as like our mom. Okay, that's it. You full?
I'm full.
I'm full too.
You said you don't want to come across like my mom.
Yeah, I don't want to come across like your mom trying to preach to you about certain things.
Yeah.
You know, you have to figure things out for yourself. Of course, I'm going to be, as your mate, I'm going to guide you and help you make decisions, but I don't want to come across like scolding you.
But one thing I can say is, I have friends that's my age. Certain situations will occur, right? When I go to my friends, and my friends are like, turn that B out. You know what I'm saying? They're like, get that motherfucker. Do blah, 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 blah. You know, they ready. They gonna go. They gonna go. But Bae is like my voice of reason. Like, come on, Bae. You ain't gotta do all that. That ain't even worth the reaction. Right. So with her being so much more mature, she kind of keep me balanced and keep me level. Because 24 years old, y'all know you ready to pop off, okay? Our generation, we ain't playing no games. Like, we ready to slice and dice. But Bae is like...
and that's the truth.
Bae is like, just play you a deck of cards. You don't have to slice and dice them.
Right.
But, I mean, she's kept me out of a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I appreciate your little ugly self.
What's your ugly self?
I don't find spoiled.
Oh my God, y'all, this food was so good.
I'm full. Eat that chicken wing. Might as well go and finish the darn chicken. I'm full, y'all. I'm about to burst.
Oh my God. You gonna make me eat another chicken wing.
I'm gonna clean my plate off. But yeah, if y'all like this video, make sure you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I hope we answered y'all questions. Like, we really didn't go into depth. I mean, I don't know really much more we could have said. Like, as far as our fashion, we bounce off of each other a lot with that.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I like Bae to pick out my clothes.
Yeah. And like certain things we say, like Bae say stuff like the hawk is out. Okay, what the hell?
For my old school out there, y'all know what it means when people say the hawk is out.
It means that it's freaking cold. And I'm like, why you couldn't just say it is cold as heck out here? The hawk is out. The hawk, nigga.
Right, it's a down south thing.
But yeah, that was it. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment below. I'm probably not going to edit this video simply because I want y'all to see like everything in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Raw, uncut, Flaming Spark. We back. We better. We dropping videos every week, every Sunday. We don't have a set time right now. We're doing 3 o'clock, but sometimes 3 o'clock doesn't work out for us. Right. But we are going to be dropping a video every Sunday. If you have any video suggestions, send them over to us. We got a whole list of stuff that we're gonna do for y'all. We got a whole lot of stuff that we got coming for y'all. Right. But we also want y'all to chime in and tell us what y'all want to see, what y'all want to hear. We almost at that 4. What we at? Almost at 4K?
Yeah, I think so.
We almost at 4K. That's the 4K subbies, y'all. Share this out. Show us love. We show y'all love back. Hashtag Heat Squad. That's y'all name.
Heat Squad.
If y'all didn't know, that's y'all name. Heat Squad. It's your girl Flame.
It's your girl Spark.
Checking in, checking out.
Peace.
Ow.